Welcome back, Ghostlings. This is part 2 of seeing if I can make it to Bell Top. Now, last episode we only had 4 of these 2 towers here with the spawners, and now we have all of them in, which means there are 18 spawners in here times 5, which is about 90 spawners. And in this case, we're going to have 3 layers of this farm, so I'm hoping we are going to have roughly about 270 spawners. But before I even do that, I need a lot of money. I'm sitting at $3.4 million and I need roughly right around $18 million to $19 million just to finish out the next 2 tiers. So let's go ahead and get straight to that. We are finally back. We have $22 million. In last clip, I said I needed roughly about $18 to $19 million. Well, that turns out my math was wrong. I needed about 20.7 million, and I think I'm probably going to need a little extra just to be able to build with the blocks that I need. So I got 22 million just in case. Now let's go ahead and buy all these spawners. Alright, so we have all the spawners now, and now for every single one of these, I'm going to have to turn into a Shulker spawner, and then I have to do this, and then once I get up to 5 like this, just do boom, boom, and then that becomes a 3, and as you can see it says 3x, and so I got to make that a 5x, so this is going to take a while. Now all that is done. Now we have all the materials that we're going to need for this farm. So let's get right into that now. Well, guys, this is the finished product. This thing is going pretty crazy right now. There are 270 spawners. Cost me right around $20 million just to build this freaking thing. And it only pumps out around $6 million every 15 minutes. And I don't think that's going to be enough. I actually might add 2 extra layers here just in case, but as of right now, that's not what I want to get into. Alright, this farm here has definitely served its purpose, and I think it's time to take this thing down. Well, now the entire sheep farm, other than this little post here, is completely finished, but I still have to move all this wool into the shulker boxes. So let's go do that. Finally, that is all finished and taken down. Now we can actually start working on the new farm that I want to put right here, which is a pumpkin and melon farm. Okay, with this farm, I'm not too sure if I want to build it normal or not. Usually I build the one where it's kind of tileable and you can put it in the air, but I really don't think I'm going to do that this time. I'm actually thinking about doing a different design. Okay, let's kind of get in the design here. This is what it's going to look like. Just like this. I'm hoping I built this right. I'm not too sure. This is the first time I've built this so far. And I'm also going to make these mud blocks as well because they sit a little bit lower and the hoppers can still pick the things up. So let's go ahead and start working on that now. I built the first layer just to kind of show you what it's supposed to look like. So the observers go over the top of the melon and pumpkin stems, and then the pistons here hit here, and it should go down. And then I will have hoppers come down here and be able to collect it and then spit it down into a waterway that goes into my storage system here. But now I got to build this up like 7 or 8 more times. All right, we are finally finished with this pumpkin and melon farm. It didn't take too long, just about an hour or so. And I think I am ready to move on to the next big task. But before we even get into that type of project, I need a lot more money. So, time to get back to collecting all these resources and selling these bad boys. Well, that only gave me about $2 more million, and I'm gonna need a lot more than that. So we're gonna be here a while. And we are back. We finally have $32 million, and now we're gonna go ahead and get a couple things for the next farm. Now, if you haven't guessed by now, the next farm we are gonna be working on is back to that shulker farm. I want to make it 2 more layers tall. Finally, I am back. That took a lot longer than I was expecting, but from last time, I'm actually thinking about leaving this thing up to you. Do I make 2 more tiers of this thing, or should I just put the spawners in here and just let it go crazy and have 4 of these instead of 2 on each one? Let me know down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Peace.